exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Lions and the Sentinels, and it's coming up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and football has returned to America's finest city, San Diego, California.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Here's the Spring League star, Jake Bates, to get us started.
And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Culver, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Haywood. Man open left side is Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try the left side. Culver. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 24 yards.
And the Sentinels put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Slot man moves right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
As you know, I love the players of the past, but the players of the present and their mobility to move around and play quarterback, we just saw the end result of a guy that can shake it and find a guy open downfield.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a give right side. Culver. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Haywood.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Culver. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. These two teams all tied after 1. Set for the second quarter, San Diego in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Haywood. Going to throw right side here, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. They'll try the left side. Culver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys have taken the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Brian Thomas,
71 yards.
and the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Haywood. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over.
The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
The Lions' offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But that's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Brian Thomas.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun on third down, Haywood. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
And all the way down to the 37. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Vick.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And got his man, complete. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Brian Thomas
on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Haywood. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter, here we go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Lions offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Play action now, Vic.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Haywood under pressure, and they got to him again.
Troy Anderson,
his second sack of the night.
It's now 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Operating from the gun. Haywood. Going down the middle, and it's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now here's Vic. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Off the play fake, Vic. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Brian Thomas,
52 yards.
And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Let's go. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Vic to throw it. Being chased out left. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The slot man in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Grimes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Lions have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now it's Smith. Steps away.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Smith. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Smith now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing now is Murray.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
Murray now. He hits Adams complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
Back to throw it, Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Murray going to throw. Rolling to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Lions have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost,